Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. I am 2 for 2 posting. Yesterday I posted a video and what was yesterday? Oh my god, I'm drawing a blank. Monday. Yeah, so I had a few thoughts rolling around in my head and a couple of opportunities come up, and so I just wanted to just speak out loud about them. Like I say in my videos, these are just more for people that maybe can relate. Sometimes I don't even post them. It's really it's kind of like an up in the air thing. I just kind of turn it on and chat. I wouldn't necessarily say I vlog because I really don't. I mean, I'm in my garage because I'm smoking a cigarette. I'm in a garage. I wouldn't say it's my garage. So I don't always have like the nice backgrounds, and I'm not like taking you through, my homes and stuff. So I wouldn't say like, taking you to Starbucks with me and errands. So I don't really do like that kind of vlog. Although I wonder if I should start doing that on like my food shop day. I do go once a week to get some stuff, that like I want maybe for the weekend, and because most of like our cooking meal, like our meals that we cook are on the weekend, because it's like where we have the most time together. So like we had salmon, I made shrimp Friday, shrimp and gyoza, and then Saturday we made a huge nice piece of salmon from Brooklyn. So good, fresh, good piece of meat, not ShopRite crap. You gotta be careful with that. The color was so nice. And we just did a little breadcrumb on top, cooked it skin down. Yeah, it came out good. I did some sweet corn, and I had like one large potato and like 4 kind of small potatoes, not really small. I don't like mashed potatoes, but Nick does, and I'm like, all right, I'll make whatever's here. It'll probably be, plenty for you. It came out to so much. I was like, oh my God, I had so much left. And I don't eat them like that. Like, I just don't. And I can make them. I can make them very good, actually, but I just don't like mashed potatoes. But yet I like pierogies. Isn't that weird? But I only like pierogies boiled with like, fresh Parmesan grated cheese on top to make it kind of creamy. You grate the cheese, and then as you're stirring, you mix in the cheese, and then I put some on top, of course, because I cannot get enough cheese. But I don't like them like in the air fryer. I'm not too fond of them in the oven. I don't know, but I do like them boiled. And anyone like French onion one, or they have like a bacon, like a potato, like a loaded potato one. So weird that I just happen to just only like them boiled. So I don't know. But that's like when we do like a lot of cooking, and then whatever's left over gets frozen and kind of just, eat it throughout the week or whatever. So yeah, I mean, and Nick's not like a vlog type person. Like, that's our cooking time is like an activity we do together. So, I don't really have much that I do that I feel like I should be picking up the camera and showing you guys. My life is just not all that different than anyone else. But I did have, a little bit of things go on. So first, let's just start with something positive, because we know that we really like to listen to the drama that goes on in people's lives. And maybe I'll start there. You have to make your thumbnail catchy so people want to click on your video, right? That's not clickbait. That's just like even an ad on TV, or packaging. it's just the way it is. You want it to catch someone's eye, right? So I made my video, and of course, the videos that I make that might be titled and look a little scandalous, or like they have a little bit of negativity in them, there's nothing wrong with it. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's human nature. We like chaos, especially certain personalities, people with addiction personalities, people with certain mental disorders. It's just what it is. Sometimes people that have grown up in nothing but chaos, it's almost like it's easier to function in the chaos than when things are too quiet. Like, some people can't be in a room without the TV being on. They wake up, they immediately put the TV on, or pick up their phone and just, play YouTube videos or music or something. They can't just take a car ride and, not have the radio on the entire time. It's like a soothing mechanism. It's like a form of comfort, it's like a coping mechanism. So there's nothing wrong with it at all, but it's definitely scientifically been proven that certain personalities tend to live and thrive in a chaotic environment. So, and I guarantee I was definitely one of those people, 100%. Am I still one of those people? Certain circumstances. I can tell you that it's easier for me to help someone else who's in, a bad spot, got a situation going on, than to sit in reflection and think about how I have to deal with X, Y, and Z. I rather help you fix your life because it's easier for me. And I think that's also just common for a lot of people. It's easier for us to tell you what to do than to tell ourselves, look, we got to do X, Y, and Z and get it done. It's just like kind of the way it is, So, I'm definitely different, though. I definitely am. And I think because the chaotic lifestyle was leading me into so many bad spots that were really messing up the layout and blueprint for the rest of my life. So, and you guys would know that a few videos back. Considering my age and how many years it took me to mop up a mess that is 14 years old, that I did not put myself there all by myself. So, but I did knowingly make a decision that I thought was not the worst at the time. I didn't really understand the magnitude, and I had to pay the price. And then, I got fortunate and blessed to have learned from it, never repeated it again, and was able to show a judge and a prosecutor that, look, I am different, and now I want to teach people not to do these things and try to help others not go down certain paths if it can be avoided, So that's why I went to school for what I went. It's all in a video of how my, there's plenty of life updates that are from the last 2 months. They're there. I'm not going to keep repeating everything. So, I have been now working on getting an internship and or a job so I can get fully certified. Fully certified. It would be the last step to... And you know what? I mean, I don't have to get fully certified, but of course I would get better opportunities, better positions, promotions, and better pay. And then I could also probably get into doing more schooling a lot easier because I would already have had another certification under my belt. So it pays for me to do it. Whether I can work with this certification or not, why not just go for the rest of it. It's just another 5 classes, 2,000 hours of supervised work. It's not anything that, I mean, if I'm going to be working, I might as well, you know what I mean? So, so that leads me to, I think I mentioned this really quick. I did a Zoom call for the internship on how I found out about all of this peer recovery, peer advocacy, all of this stuff. So, I had applied to one of the organizations that they happened to work with prior to the meeting, the Zoom meeting. And then the lady had mentioned the name, and I'm like, oh, I just applied for a job there. So the girl had called me back today, and, she just asked if I met this one requirement, and then said, could we meet for an interview? And so I set something up for next week, and we're going to just say prayers. It's part-time, and that's probably good, because I don't want to be flushed in to an environment that I am so not really, familiar with. This is new territory for me. I've been in it in some capacity, but I've never been held accountable. You know what I mean? Like, I've been able to do it like more as a volunteer. So not held accountable. Just I've been able to do it more as a volunteer and like not do it if I want. Not really. Like this is an actual position for an organization. There's going to be, like, I'm going to be doing what I went to school for. So I need to pay attention and really be present in the work that I'm doing. So, I'm nervous, and, but, God's got a plan, you know what I mean? He already knows what's going to happen next week, but I'm going to just see it through. And same thing with, then the following week, I will go and meet with the lady that I did the Zoom for the internship. Whether or not I'm going to accept it will kind of depend on if I get this job or not, because I need the hours to count. Like, indefinitely, I need them to count. I feel like I would be taking a chance. Now, if I had no other opportunities, and the only opportunity to maybe get more towards the full certification would be the internship, then I would say 100% I'm going to do it. But if I do get this position, then I might think twice, because they can't guarantee that those hours, and they're only 400 hours, are going to be accepted by my state's, Office of Mental Health board. So for that reason alone, that really has me in a toss-up, So there's that. But, I have 2 opportunities. One of them's got to work. And at least I'm getting somewhere. Because at first I felt like I was kind of spinning wheels. Like, people want experience, but yet, how do you get experience? If you went to school, but you can't get a job until you get experience. But how do you get experience if you don't get a job? That whole circle. And it's like, well, I need somebody to give me a chance so I can get somewhere here. I can't get experience if nobody hires me. So there's that. So that's good. That's positive, I'm being recognized as far as my profiles that I put out there with my skills and my certifications and all of that. I'm being seeked out. I check my emails every morning, and I star whichever ones I think I might be interested in. And then throughout the day, I go and pick a couple, and, because a lot of the applications are in depth and stuff, and it takes a while, so, but I make sure every day I try to just, get at least 2 applications for this work out there, and just in hopes that someone will say, okay, she's certified, she has X, Y, and Z experience, let's just give it a shot, you know? And, oh, sorry, my hand's totally in the way. And so, yeah, that's like what's going on that end. And yes, yesterday I made a video, and I do those when I do those kind of videos, if you notice, they will go under members only within like 48 hours. Unless I forget, there's no way they're longer than like a week. And then there's sometimes I just leave them up. My channel isn't for like making money, and, you know, like, hey, if one of my rambling videos went viral and people wanted to hear me talk all day, that'd be great. That would be great, because then I could really reach out to a lot of people. That would be awesome. But I don't ever expect, that's not what I put these out there for, you know. Otherwise we would be in a whole different setting, and there'd be a whole different setup. I wouldn't be on my iPhone, you know, on my countertop, like, hey, look at my unfinished garage, you know. Like, I put out some of the things that are just on my mind that I feel like other people absolutely go through, and or are going through and feel. And I just want them to know that there is a place that you can reach out and not feel alone, and that's here. You know, I have told someone once, feel free to email me. I've said this in my blog. Nothing has to go out there, you know, like, that's what I want to do in life. So, I mean, it'd be the same as like doing a Zoom call, you know, like, that's how I look at it. So I just, but that one video was in regards to a little situation that had happened on the weekend, and it had me triggered and feeling a certain type of way, and that was my way of putting it out into the universe. Big truck going by. It's very nice out, so, you know, of course I crack the window when I come out. That was my way of getting my point across, that I'm not going to tolerate it, and if I have to do what I have to do legally, I will. And it was brought to my attention by someone I know personally that they felt it was in a threatening tone. Well, my tone doesn't matter. It's my words that matter. So I'm protected by my words. I might not be coming off like, hey, if you do this to me, I'm going to have to go to the police and protect myself, because I don't know if maybe you've given my address out, since you've given my number out to so many people. Is somebody going to really talk like that in a video like that? No. Let's be real. So, you know, I speak how I speak. You know what I mean? That's it. I say what I mean, and I mean what I say. For me to put things out here on the internet, I am very diligent, because I have worked way too hard to get where I am today. So I am super diligent on what can affect me in a negative way and what can affect me in no way. Like, I really don't care anyone's opinion. That doesn't really matter to me, especially if it's negative. If you're my true subscriber, and there's a handful of women that, you know who they are, you know, and I think they come and watch my videos because they can relate, and because we have a common denominator somewhere in this playing field of life. That's why they watch this video, or the other video, or the other one before that, and etc. So that's what I have to say about that. And otherwise, yeah, It's a little warm for me. You guys know I do not like the summer. I am totally backwards. I get like the summer blues. I prefer cooler weather. I don't know what it is. I prefer more darker times. I don't know why. It's so... I actually looked it up, and or actually somebody did a poll on here. Like a channel had a poll, and believe it or not, like 50 something, it was like right over like 50% of people were not looking forward to spring and summer. They preferred the fall and winter. And I'm like, all right, I guess I'm not like off kilter here. Like it is a thing, you know? Like I prefer, because when the sun is out, you feel like you got to be moving and you got to be roaring and you got to be doing something and you constantly got to be going. And, you know, I just don't like to feel that kind of, I want to just mosey about. I want to do what I have to do, and then the rest, I just want to mosey about, and whatever goes, goes. I'm a person of, I don't like change, and change doesn't like me, and change and me not liking change and change not liking me is probably not going to change. So I don't know what to tell y'all, you know? I don't know. It is what it is. I am who I am. It is what it is. That's it, you know? My arms look so chubby today. So, yeah, I'm on, you know, just about the cusp of my hormones hopefully getting themselves straightened out, which also plays a part into maybe why my tone isn't the cute and sweet way it may be to some. But like, look, you know, I'm just trying to survive like everybody else, okay? I try not to ask nobody for anything. I really don't ask anybody for anything. And I don't have what most people think I have, but I make it work. And I don't, you know, I don't complain. Like, who's gonna listen? I have a mom who does enough for the two of us. I get headaches just from hearing her short 5-hour days that I'm like, there's no room left for me. There's nothing left for me. And I won't dare go to Nick with any nonsense, because that man is working his you-know-what off, okay? He had a chance to, you know, he was off from one job. He does a lawyer's office during the day, starting at 6:30 a.m., and then he goes to work at night, some nights at 6:30, some nights at 7:30, 8. And he works sometimes on a garbage truck doing cardboard. Then there's some nights he's the manager of all the trucks doing garbage and cardboard. Like, you know, he's got a lot that he's got to worry about. All these people he's got to worry about on all these days and all these routes, okay? Like, it's a lot of work. And he'll do that sometimes till 3 in the morning, 3:30 in the morning, go home, shower, sit for, you know, lay down, close his eyes for maybe 45 minutes, an hour at best. And he's boom up, and he's switched gears, and he's in Manhattan working in an office on the 20th floor. So, you know, there's no way that I'm going to, by all, put anything on his plate, because that man is doing whatever he can to make his coins. Like, he is a hustler. So, yeah, I don't really I have, like I said, I keep my circle tight. Everybody's got problems. You know what I mean? Everybody's got problems. Whether it's with their significant other, or if they have small children or a small child or whatever, you know? The very few women that I have in my life they're either older and have older children, or one that's close to my age who has a small child. And she's got a lot going on in her life and doesn't really have time to be worrying about, my nonsense. So, my sister is not here. She's in North Carolina. And again, she's got things too. And we didn't grow up together. So we're close, but we're not that close. And she's, I think, like 11 years older than me. So I'm an only child. I don't have like, oh, let me call my sister who's, 4 years older than me or younger than me or a brother and just dump on them and whatever, mom's driving me crazy or I miss dad or I don't have that, There's a lot of people that don't have that. Don't ever get that twisted that I'm complaining. I'm just saying I don't have that. So this is what I use as my outlet, or this is what I use as my outlet, or my blog is what it is. So, that's that. But that was my day today. Is I woke up with a little bit of a nasty response in regards to my video. And I made a live video to nip that in the bud. Like, not happening, not having it over here. And then I did my routine. Got up, took my shower, blew out my hair, made my bed, ran a vacuum, did what I had to. That's my Tuesday. Every day is different for me. And that's it. I did what I had to do. And then I said, you know what? I feel like picking up the camera and just saying a few things. So if someone can relate to it, that's all that I hope for. All right, guys, I'm not going to take up any more of your time. If you can, leave a like, comment below, even if it's just an emoji, just to let me know that you're listening. And prayers, please, that something good comes of these interviews in the next 2 weeks. And yeah, I hope that you all are having a good day. Let's be kind to each other and take care of ourselves, because we can't do nothing for anyone else. And I will catch you maybe in the next one tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. All right, guys. Ciao.